Welcome to Mountain America's Money Moment, a quick take on the latest financial tips. Today's topic is wise use of credit cards, credit costs. In this presentation, we will discuss tips for saving money and things to avoid when using credit cards. The true costs of credit cards must be disclosed in the credit card agreement. Fees may include annual, balance transfer, cash advance, replacement card, and late payment fees, as well as the interest rate. Look for these fees and other charges before you sign an agreement form. Evaluate the fees based on how you will use the card. For example, if you think you might need a cash advance, know what the interest rate is and know that the interest rate may be higher on cash advances than on purchases. There is not a grace period for a cash advance. Also, know what the fee is for paying your bill late and plan accordingly. Whether you pay by mail or online, know whether your bill must arrive by a certain time, for example, 1 p.m., on the due date. The average late fee is about $28, with the highest at $39 per incident. Here are some tips for dealing with the steady increase in credit card fees. Ask for an easy-to-remember due date. Use auto bill pay services. You can set up bills to be paid automatically. Pay bills online. This gives you a chance to frequently monitor your accounts from home and identify potential fraudulent activity quickly to reduce liability costs. If you have a late fee, you can call and ask if they will waive it, especially if you typically pay on time. The grace period is the time you have to pay the bill before the interest rate clock starts ticking. The average grace period is typically 25 days or fewer, depending on the card issuer. Note that if you have a card with no grace period, interest is charged the minute you make a purchase. And even if you have a grace period, it doesn't apply if you carry a balance. Offers such as 90 days, same as cash, sound good, but they lure unsuspecting customers into an expensive contract. If you do not pay off the entire balance within the specified time frame, interest accrues from the date of the purchase. Be sure to read the fine print in the credit card agreements. There may be clauses such as if a payment is made late, a penalty interest rate is charged until 12 on-time payments have been made. Let's say you have a credit card balance of $1,800. Your interest rate is 18%, and you only pay the minimum payment of 2% due each month on the balance that you owe. In this example, it will take you 22 years to pay off the balance. You will pay $3,800 in interest charges, so the actual cost of the $1,800 purchase is $5,600. If you owe $3,900 on credit cards and you only pay the minimum required, it will take you 35 years to pay off that balance. You will pay $10,100 in interest charges. So the actual cost of the $3,900 purchase is $14,000. These examples assume you don't make any additional charges during those payoff years. Experts advise that you always pay more than the minimum and, if possible, only charge as much as you can afford to pay in full when the statement is due. Knowing the credit card fees and traps to avoid will make you a smarter consumer. For more helpful tips and advice, be sure to visit our Knowledge Center at knowledgecenter.travator.com. Thank you for choosing to do business with Mountain America Credit Union.